Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did this beautiful full set with some 3D flowers and some bling and just a really beautiful design. So if you'd like to see how I did it, then please keep watching. So we're jumping right into the video. I'm actually showing you guys my nail tips and I'm going to show you how I put my base coat and stuff just because people have asked for that. I don't do anything except buff them. The buffing part is already finished, but I just go ahead and buff them with a normal nail buffer. And then I'm going to be applying my base coat. And also you guys, I found this trick. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced the coffin nail tips from pretty much any brand being a little bit too narrow to the point where it kind of just looks too narrow on certain fingers and stuff. Like if you have wider fingers or like chubby fingers like I do, they just look weird. Honestly, that's what happens to me. So I figured out that this is a way to actually make them look a little bit less narrow. I literally just grab them and kind of press on them a little bit so that they flatten out and so that the C curve on the nail tips for coffin isn't so strong. I actually just started doing that and I love the outcome. It makes them a little bit wider from the top, from the tips, so that it's not so extremely narrow once they're pressed onto your nail bed. And if you would have that problem, I recommend you just try it out. Maybe you would like it. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm just going ahead and I'm applying my base coat as usual. Next, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be applying two colors. This one is Nail Addict LA, and I believe this color is called, I don't remember, you guys. I don't remember, but I'm going to put the name here. And I'm also using this Madame Glam one called Vanilla Sky. This is a little bit more of a lilac purple, so it's a little more on the pinkish tone. I'm going to be using a little bit of this one and then some of the Nail Addict one. I'm actually with my gel polishes, so let me check what the name of this one was because I know I sped it up a little bit. Oh, that one is called Breaking News. So it's a little bit more of like a periwinkle type. It's more on the bluish side, more cool toned for sure. And I kind of wanted a perfect in-between color. If you want more of a pastel vibe, you can definitely add some white in there. You can add white to literally any color and it'll make it pastel. So I kind of wanted to add some white, but then I feel like this was pretty light as is. So I didn't want to do all that. And like I said, I am just mixing them so I can get a little mix of both colors because I didn't quite want one or the other. So I'm doing that here, and I'm actually replicating a set that I've already done before, and this set is already on my Instagram. I think I did it in like a baby blue before. Let me double check really quick. I'm pretty sure it was baby blue. So it's so funny because my customer that ordered that set, the baby blue one, had actually wanted it again in another color because that's how much she loved it. So she ordered this one in this color. So I'm going to insert the clip or the picture of the baby blue one here, so just so you guys can see what it looks like on a different color. And as you can see, these colors are extremely pigmented, so we only need one coat because it's the perfect amount of coverage. And that's what I'm doing on all the nails. And then next, what we're going to be doing is getting started on the 3D flowers. I love 3D flowers. I actually used to be really scared of them. I used to literally tell people, no, I don't know how to do it, just because I had never tried to. And it's honestly not as hard as you would think it is. It's a little bit easier if you just get the hang of your liquid to powder ratio. So I'm going to be grabbing some of my monomer. I use JC Beauty Concepts and some acetone, just 100% pure acetone. This is going to help your flowers dry faster so that your liquid isn't running all over the place and your acrylic isn't runny as well. So I'm going to be using some monomer and a lot of acetone just because I really want it to be you know, like really hard and dry, but you also need to use the correct amount of monomer. So just use like whatever you think would work. Just keep trying out your formula until you feel like it's drying fast enough for you. And also, depending on how cold your room is, your acrylic is going to be runnier or it's going to dry faster if it's really hot. So this is, like I said, oh, I actually showed you guys. So that was the set I'm going to be recreating. And I'm using Valentino Super White. And I just briefly showed you guys that brush right there. But that brush is from Tulip Nail Supply. It's a really good one, you guys. Highly recommend. It's really beautiful and pointy. And it's perfect for 3D flowers. So I'm going to be using very little bit of product on the brush. And I'm going to be going in. I know some people like to do their gems first and then they work around the gems and put the flower petals around. I like to do the flower first just because I'm not that advanced yet. And as you guys can see, I left this in because I'm literally struggling just like any other person. My beads were a little dry, so I added some more monomer in there to make it a little more sticky, I guess you could say, because if you use too much acetone, your bead won't stick to your brush. So I did this and I felt like that worked out a little bit better. and then I was able to get a pearl that would actually stay. So I just keep wiping off my residue until I'm getting the perfect consistency that I think I need. So as you can see, we finally got one to stay, and this is going to be one petal. So you need a size number 2 brush for a 3D flower. I think I've seen people use number 4 as well, but I recommend a number 2 just because the smaller the brush, low-key, the better. When your brush is smaller, you just have a better chance of getting like a more seamless like look, and you don't pick up a bead that's too big. So yeah, I like to use a number 2, and also depending on the brand, the bristles may be bigger or smaller. This one, number 2 that I'm using, is a little smaller. And the key is to use patting motions. As you can see, I'm just patting up my bead into place, making the petal look really basically I want it to really look like a petal is my point. I don't want it to be too thick. I want it to have that really nice thin, almost really just pretty consistency, and I want it to look as realistic as I possibly can make it. So I'm doing this, and I have no specific rhyme or reason for doing this. I don't have a specific type of flower that I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make, basically I just want it to look really cute and really pretty is what I'm trying to do. And the key is to use the point and the belly of the brush on towards the bottom of the flower so that you get that really nice indentation, like if it was a real petal that was like connected with the flower, if you know what I mean. And I like adding a few extra petals. You could have totally left it with like the 3, or I could have left it with the 3, but I like adding a few more. As you could see there, my acrylic was kind of drying fast, I started noticing, so I was trying to work as best as I could. And yeah, I was just kind of creating another flower here just to kind of create that layered effect that I was looking for. And I really love the way this ended up coming out. It looked so beautiful. Sometimes you'll see that your acrylic will kind of just like bend into each other. I don't know how to explain it, but if it's too runny, your petal might not form as well. That's why it's really important to use some acetone so that your shape stays and your acrylic doesn't basically run all over your entire flower, especially if you're trying to do this layered look. And you guys, I've seen people do so many beautiful things with their acrylic, like red acrylic with like some roses. Looks really cute. I kind of want to do something like that for Valentine's Day, and I want to try out to do a rose. I might have to watch a few tutorials for that just because I don't know if I'm that advanced to do a rose yet. Right here, I noticed that there's a little bit of a gap, so I wanted to go in and add a little tiny petal, like almost like if it was underneath the other ones, and kind of just coming out. So I like to feather it from the outsides, pushing it to make it really thin, just so that it doesn't look thicker than the rest. I think that's like the key with using or doing 3D flowers, is trying to make sure that your petals are all almost the same thickness, just so that you have like a nice even look, if you know what I mean. Almost like a normal flower, like a rose, where each petal is like the same thickness. So I was kind of trying my best to just do that. This is only like my 4th or 5th time doing 3D flowers, but I think it came out really pretty in the end anyways. So yeah. And I did want to mention really quickly, I love doing this set because there's so many different types of designs that you have to do. There's a bunch of different types of like flowers, I guess you can say, or different shapes. So for this one right here, we're just going to end up doing a 3-petal method on this one right here. So I'm going to be doing the big petal in the middle and then some 2 smaller ones on the sides, just to make like a half flower, I guess you could say. And I'm going to add some rhinestones in the middle of all of them. And I love doing this because this kind of helps me practice a little bit better and try to see how I can do different types of flowers. And as you can see, I'm using the point of my brush to really get that indentation in there like a real petal. And yeah, you guys, I highly recommend you try it out. I feel like you'll have so much fun doing it, especially if you get that number 2 brush. That's going to help you out a lot. Don't use like a number 4 or something because it's going to be way too big. And yeah, I tried to use a number 4 once and it worked, but the flower was way too big, like really huge, and it was kind of just like out there. Unless that's the look you're going for, then perfect. That's perfect. You could use a big brush. I guess it just depends how you want your flowers to look. I wanted these ones to be a little bit more, a little bit smaller because of the size of her nail beds. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be grabbing my new rhinestone gel. This one is from Nail Supply Glamour. It's the Super Diamond Gel Glue. I really wanted to try this because the reviews on their website are so freaking good, and someone here told me that they use it and it's the only one that they use and that it works really well. So I really wanted to try it out. I noticed right away that the consistency was different than the Makart and different than the Beetles gel glue that's they're both in tubes as well, in case you haven't tried those yet. But I was having some problems with the Makart one, as I mentioned in a previous video, and a lot of people were giving me recommendations on what I should try. But this one I just really wanted to try, specifically because of the reviews on the website. Literally people were saying that they keep their diamonds on for like a month and nothing happens to them. And I did notice the consistency of this one is way thicker than the Beetles for sure. Beetles is kind of runny, and it's for sure a little bit thicker than the Makart. So I really hope this one lasts me a good while. And the tube is kind of small and it's $10. So that kind of makes me think like maybe it is a really good product because the tube is so small and that's how much it costs. I mean, I'm not really sure. So far I have no complaints. I think it's really amazing, and I'm going to use it on my next set as well. I'm thinking of doing an acrylic set on myself so that you guys can see how I do that. But yeah, I'm really nervous, you guys. I haven't had acrylic on my nails in so freaking long, but I think I'm gonna try it out again, and I'll do like updated videos every 2 weeks of me doing like a fill and stuff, and maybe a soak off and things like that, just so I have some acrylic videos coming in as well for you guys, because I know a lot of people love acrylic too, and I kind of want to try polygel. Like, I just want to get out of my comfort zone and try different things because I'm so comfortable with press-ons right now. It's just something that I know I love to do, and I like to teach you guys how to do it as well. So I'm kind of going in on a rant there, but I'm just applying my gems in a rhinestone placement that I like to do a lot. It's kind of just looks good on every type of set, and it's just grabbing like a pear shape and then a flame shape on top and using little rhinestones on the outsides. I'm using number SS4, SS6, and SS8, I believe. And I'm going to be going in between each of the petals on the little flowers, and I'm going to be applying around 2 to 3 rhinestones of the really tiny ones. I think these are SS5, so I'm doing that, and this just gives it the most beautiful, elegant look ever. This is a perfect set for like even like a wedding vibe. If you're like a bling girl and you love like the shiny stuff and you want more of like an elegant set, you can definitely do really tiny flowers on like a short almond set if you want something a little classier, or short squares and do flowers that are a little bit smaller but still add in the bling, and they will look so elegant and so beautiful. If you guys have like an event or something, I highly recommend doing something like that. I feel like that'd look really pretty and it won't be like too much, you know, so you can definitely do that. But that's what I'm doing there. And then on the pinky, I'm also going to be doing something kind of similar with the rhinestones, and on the thumb as well. So I'm just going to let you guys watch. And I did get these rhinestones from Amazon, I believe, and I'll link them down below for you. And yeah, you guys, I don't think I have anything else to say, but I did want to say really quickly, I'm finishing editing this video today. It's Monday. I was supposed to have this up on Sunday, but I was having some technical difficulties, so I apologize for that. I got it all sorted out. So this video is going up today, Monday, but my usual filming or uploading schedule is going to be Sunday and Wednesday. So I'm uploading another video on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really love this set, and if you guys have any ideas, you guys, I'm kind of in a like, I don't really know what to film type of thing. I want to do something really different or something fun. I was thinking of copying, like kind of like getting inspo from Emily Susanna's sorry guys, my cat just jumped up, from Emily Susanna's YouTube, where she does like my subscribers draw my nails or something like that, and like you literally choose my design and I'll do it like on camera. So I really want to try that out, you guys. So it is kind of like getting a lot of inspo from her, but I might do it a little different or something, kind of give you guys like a theme or something, or I'm probably just gonna let you guys do whatever you want. But let me know if that's something you would like to see, something different. I'll definitely give her credit in my description box as well, because I think she came up with it. I'm not sure, but I would love to do something like that. And yeah, you guys, I just hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'm going to just do a little time lapse. I might come back if I have something else to say. Sorry, you guys, I'm back again. I know I'm so annoying. I love to talk, but I just wanted to mention to you guys, I did try this top coat by Nail Supply Glamour. I have actually tried it before, like I think almost a year ago or more than a year ago, probably 2 years ago now. It was, I think, before the pandemic. And I just really wanted to try it again because I know that I love to use it for acrylic nails, but I didn't know how it would look on press-ons. And you guys, this top coat just reminded me how amazing it is. It's so glossy and it's really easy to use. I love the consistency because it's not really thick. That's what I don't like about the Beetles one. The Beetles one is really good, you guys. I know a lot of people love it. I love it as well. But for sets that have rhinestones and stuff, it's just not easy to get around the rhinestones really seamlessly with a really thick consistency like that one, and it just doesn't work for me on every set. But I definitely do use it on sets that are more plain or like French tips or something like that. But I do love this one and I highly recommend it. And the price, I think the price also justifies why it's so good. It's $10 a bottle, which I think is a little pricey, but then again, I don't know, you guys, because nail supplies have just been getting more and more expensive, so it's like crazy how things are just going up in price. But yeah, I use this and I'm just going around all my rhinestones just to make sure they're nice and secure. And like I said, I think this rhinestone glue is a keeper. I think I'm going to keep using this one, and I already bought 2 bottles just so I can have some on deck because I hate running out of things. That's like my biggest fear. Like when I really like something, I buy it like in bulk, and I want to do that because I don't like running out of anything. Sorry if I said like too many times, you guys, but yeah. Okay, so that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to wipe off your rhinestones and stuff like that before you get a good picture of your set. And this is with the nail tips already filed as well. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I love you so much. Thank you for supporting me. And please leave your suggestions down below. Don't be shy. Let me know what you would like to see. And yeah, you guys, don't forget to subscribe. Bye!